What's up, my friends? It's Shaina Marie again. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. So today we are slowing things down and we are doing a yoga flow. So this one is designed to kind of get your heart rate up, but also leave you feeling relaxed and not be too strenuous. Okay, so this isn't a HIIT yoga flow like you see a lot of on here. This is just a relaxing vinyasa flow that probably won't last an hour and hopefully will just get you stretched out and feeling great. You shouldn't need any equipment for this flow, but with yoga, it's always nice to have a pair of blocks if you do own them. Otherwise, you can always grab a pillow or a blanket if you ever need a prop in any way. Might as well just grab it, right? So other than that, we don't need anything. All you need is yourself and a mat and some space. I have uploaded a playlist below. If you want, you can click on that and use it for this flow. If you have another device to play it on. I'm done talking, so grab everything you need and let's get started right away. All right, so we're going to start today on our backs. So you're starting in Shavasana. You can take your feet and bring them apart. You can maybe even go as wide as your mat if you want to really lay out. Bring your arms along your sides, maybe palms face up if you want to create a little more opening today. And then just let your shoulders drop towards the earth. Soften your chest. Kind of stretch out your whole body. So if you're feeling clenched in any way, let go of the tension and just stretch yourself out. Take a breath in, feel your lungs fill up to full capacity. Pressing the belly out, nice deep belly breath. And exhale, pull it in. Draw your spine towards the earth. And just start with those deep breaths. Feeling yourself slow down. And collecting your awareness into this space today. Creating an environment for yourself to relax and to just be. Soften those shoulders a little more if you're holding tension in them. Let the breath become a little bit deeper. So at your next expansion, push the belly out a little bit more. Feel that full breath as it comes in. And exhale out the nose, nice and slow. Let's take a few more breaths right here. If you haven't yet, close your eyes. Soften yourself into this space. If you're feeling any urgency or need to move, just notice why that feeling might be coming up. Why are you impatient to get somewhere today? Can you just be in the four corners of this mat, completely still? Not worrying about what comes next. Let's take one more breath. And exhale it out. Slowly draw your feet in, plant your soles of the feet on the earth, and then cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Let's draw that right knee in, right through the legs, and if you have space for it, clasp your hands behind that right thigh, or you can always clasp your shin, okay? Spread the toe, your heel out, and then create a nice compression with the ankle and the top of your thigh. If you have space for it, maybe take that left elbow and just let for a little added stretch. Keep gently drawing the right. Plant that foot, uncross the legs. Take a moment, windshield wiper the knees, side to side. And pull the kneecaps back through center. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. And gently pull that left knee in. You can weave that right hand right in between your legs and clasp the hands behind your thigh. Lightly drawing that left knee in. Again, spread your toes. Make sure they're flexing. And if you have space, lightly press that right elbow into your left knee or thigh. Take a couple breaths. Keep gently pulling that left knee in. And exhale, release. Plant the feet, both feet, side to side. And pull your knees into your chest, grabbing the insides or the outsides of the feet, your choice. And just draw your knees downward. Draw your tailbone down towards the earth and open your feet wide. So split them nice and wide. Taking a happy baby here. If you want, you can rock from side to side. Massaging that spine. Just opening the hips nice and light. There's no need to push yourself to any more than what feels good right here. Cross your ankles, releasing the feet. Start to rock yourself forward and back, powering your way up, and eventually landing all the way into a tabletop pose position. Hands and knees. Take the palms of your hands right underneath your shoulders, press the ground away, and then gently look forward. Let's take a breath in, lifting your chest up, dipping the belly down, and clenching the shoulders back. Exhaling, round up your spine, press the ground away, tuck your chin, like a scary, spooky Halloween cat. And inhale, lift back up, let the belly dip, pull the shoulders back. Exhale, round, tuck your chin, create space between the shoulders. Let's do that a couple more times, taking it nice and slow today. You're doing great. Almost there. Let's pull it back through to a neutral table. I want you to do this very gently. Flip your fingertips so that they are facing your knees, and then press your palm into the earth, okay? So basically your wrists will be facing forward. If this is too much for you, I want you to ease up and maybe sit back a little bit and just kind of be on the tips of your fingers, okay? Otherwise, your palms are flat. And we're just going to rock ourselves back a little bit and then rock ourselves off to the right side, bringing it all the way around to the front and back again. All right, so we're massaging those wrists towards the right, counterclockwise. All right, let's do a couple more circles here. Gently, 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 gently. Okay, our wrists are very sensitive and under cared for. And sometimes weak because of that. Well, let's come back through center. Make sure those wrists are facing forward, and let's circle off to the left side this time, clockwise. Adjust your knees as you need to. There's no right or wrong here. Unless you are in pain, then please stop. Let's take a couple more circles, rocking gently, slowing yourself down, releasing any sense of urgency, any need to be quicker. Just let those feelings go. Slowly coming back through center, let's flip our palms nice and carefully, bringing them back forward. And take your hands a step forward, curl your toes under, lift your hips up and back to a downward facing dog position. Pressing your palms firmly into the earth, spread your fingertips nice and wide, separate the shoulders, and then lift your sit bones up high. Tuck your ribs in, and then press into the balls of your feet. Make sure you are gently pressing those palms, or firmly pressing those palms, my apologies, into the earth and lengthening the sides of your arms. Drop your neck. Take a couple breaths. Just feeling the stillness for a moment. And if you want, take the next couple breaths to maybe cycle out the legs or whatever you might need in this posture. Giving yourself a little freedom of movement to explore, to adventure around, noticing what your body is feeling like today. What's it doing? What signals is it sending you? Slowly bring it back through center, neutral downward facing dog. Inhaling, rise to your tippy toes, gaze forward in between the thumbs. On your exhale, tiptoe your way, really, really slow, keeping your arms straight all the way to the top of the mat. Keep pressing your palms down, and when you can't tiptoe any further, stop and drop your neck. Fold forward, Uttanasana, let the head hang. Inhaling, lift your chest halfway, lengthen the heart forward. Exhale, fold it in, soften the hips, release. Breathe in, root down, fingertips to sky. Exhaling, draw hands through heart, grounding at your center here. Deep inhale, fingertips reach, look up. Exhaling, soften your hips, fold forward, let it go. Breathe in, lift halfway, lengthen that heart forward. Exhale, soften your knees, fold it in, Uttanasana. Breathe in, root down, reach up. Exhaling, draw hands through heart, grounding at that center again. Deep inhale, fingertips reach, look up, facilitating a little breath here. Exhaling, fold forward, release, real slow. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Let's do that one more time. Exhale, fold it in, let it go. Deep breath, root down, fingertips to sky, look up. Exhaling, palms pressed together, pulling through heart center, release. Inhale, fingertips reach. Exhaling, fold forward, soften the hip creases. Breathe it in, lift halfway, find length in the spine. On your exhale, step your right foot back. Lower the knee to the earth. Breathe in, fingertips to sky, low lunge. Take a strong breath here, hug your ribs in, and send those fingertips to the sky, lengthening. Exhaling, bring right palm to earth. Inhale, left fingertips to sky. So opening your heart up to the left side. Reach those fingertips. Take a breath in this nice twist. Exhaling, bring palms down underneath the shoulders. Step back to plank pose. Pressing the ground away, come forward to your tippy toes. Take one breath here and slowly lower like molasses all the way to the earth. Bring your hands behind your back to clasp. Draw your knuckles down. Inhale, lift chest, arms, legs up. Locust with a bind. Breathe in. Exhale, release. Plant your palms, curl toes under. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in down dog. Stretch your right leg back long. Spread your toes. Reach it back. Exhaling, pull the knee into your chest. Squeeze it tight, maybe chin to knee. Take a breath. And on your exhale, step lightly forward. Lower your back knee. Breathe in, fingertips to sky, low lunge. Same thing, reach those fingertips. Take a breath, look up. Exhaling, bring left palm to earth. Inhale, right fingertips to sky, a little twist. Take a breath here, look over your fingertips. Exhaling, bring right palm down. Step back, plank pose. Come forward to your tippy toes. Slow lower all the way to the earth. Bring hands behind your back to clasp. Draw your knuckles down. Breathe in, lift chest, arms, legs up. Shavasana with a bind. Exhale, lower. Curl toes under. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, down dog. Sigh it out, exhale. Inhale, press the ground away. Rise to your toes, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Folding forward, Uttanasana, drop your neck. Breathe in, lift halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold it in, release. Inhale, send fingertips to sky, root down, look up. Exhaling, pull hands through heart, grounding at your center here. Deep inhale, fingertips reach, look up. Exhaling, fold forward, soften the hips. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen the heart forward. Exhaling, step your left foot back. Lower the knee to the earth. Inhale, fingertips to sky, reach tall. This time, we're going to send our fingertips down and around that right foot. So one hand on each side. Start walking your right foot forward just slightly, and then straighten the leg, pulling the right hip back. You want your left hip to be pretty much above that left knee, okay? So you might need to walk that right foot forward a little more. Spread your toes, reach them towards your face, and then lightly rotate the right hip back. Take a breath, stretch your heart forward. Keep energetically pulling that right hip back and maybe fold into it for one more breath. Little half splits. Exhaling, release. Bend the knee. You can walk the foot back. Plant your palms. Step back. Plank pose. Come forward to your tippy toes. Slow lower all the way to the earth. Use those muscles. Oof. Clasp hands behind your back. Drag your knuckles beneath your tailbone. Inhale, lift chest, arms, legs up. Draw your shoulders down and back. Take a breath. Look up. Exhaling, release. Plant your palms. Curl toes under. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in down dog. Stretch your left leg back long. Exhaling, draw knee to heart. Squeeze it tight, maybe chin to knee. Take a breath. And exhale, step forward. Lower your back knee. Breathe in, fingertips to sky, low lunge. Take a strong breath here. Reach up. Exhaling, surround that left foot with your hands. Crawl the foot forward and then straighten the leg. Pulling that left hip back. Spread your toes, reach them towards your face if you can. Stretch your chest forward. Take an inhale. And exhale, fold lightly over that hip. You want to stretch your heart forward before folding, okay? Let's take a couple breaths. Whew, this one's always so nice. Exhaling, release. Bend the knee. Step back, plank pose. Come forward to your tippy toes. Slow lower all the way to the earth. Clasp your hands behind your back. Last time with this one. Draw knuckles down. Inhale, lift your chest, arms, legs up. Shavasana with a bind. Breathe in. Exhaling, release. Plant your palms, curl toes under. Downward facing dog. Take a strong breath in down dog. Sigh it out, exhale. Inhale, rise to your tippy toes. Gaze forward. Exhaling, step or hop to the top of your mat. Whatever you want to do here. Folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway up, lengthen the spine forward. Exhaling, bend your knees, sit back, Utkatasana, reach forward. So let's squeeze our glutes and take our feet hip width apart today, okay? Dig deep into your heels. You should be able to pick your toes up. That's how deeply I want you to dig into your heels. Sit your butt back, spiral your pinkies in towards each other, and then press into the pinky edges of your feet. So your glutes should light up, and then sit deeper. Whew, right? Let's take 3 breaths here. Hug your belly in. You got this. Work those legs. Press into the feet. And exhale, straighten your legs. Fold forward. Let it go. Breathe in, lift halfway, lengthen the heart forward. Exhaling, plant your palms. Step back, plank pose. Come forward to your tippy toes. Slowly lower all the way to the earth. Squeeze elbows into your sides. Draw shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, press into the palms. Cobra, lift up. Hug your elbows into your ribs. Take a breath. Exhale, lower. Curl toes under, downward facing dog. Deep breath in down dog. Stretch your left leg back long. Exhaling, bend the knee, open the hip, gaze under that left arm. Take a strong breath here. Press your palms into the earth. And then I want you to peek under that right arm and see if you can see your foot. If you can, that's great. If you can't, that's great. Take a breath. And slowly turn that thigh bone back through center. Stretch the leg out. Long line of energy from fingertips to heel. Take a breath. Exhale, pull the knee into your heart. Step lightly forward, pressing into both feet, the ball of the back foot. Breathe in, send fingertips to sky, crescent warrior, or high lunge. Let's take a strong breath here. Reach those fingertips. Exhaling, bring palms to heart. And slowly take that right elbow towards your left thigh. Pressing into the palms, open your heart up to the left, and then dig into that back ball of foot. Take a strong breath here. Exhale, come up through center, high lunge, deep inhale. Exhaling, pivot your back foot flat, and inhale, arms to a T, Virabhadrasana 2. Gazing off those left fingertips, take a strong breath in and bend into that left knee, okay? Drop your shoulders away from your ears, deep inhale. Exhaling, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior, take it back, deep breath. Exhaling, warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, pull that left hip back, and bring left fingertips to earth or shin. Inhaling, right fingertips to sky, Trikonasana. I want you to energetically drag that left hip back. Make sure you're squeezing up the inner thighs. Take a breath, press into that left heel and drag it back. Exhaling, soft bend to your front knee. Squeeze your inner thighs to gracefully and strongly drag that back foot forward and up, half moon. Dig the heel back, spread your toes, and then open that heart up to your right side. Maybe sending fingertips to the sky. Take a breath here. If you want to challenge yourself a little, pick that left hand up. Oof, I can't even do it. And maybe bring it to your heart for a little balance check here. Take a strong breath in wherever you're at today. Exhaling, turn the chest down. Standing splits, heel to sky. Lengthen that right foot up. Deep inhale here. Maybe you walk those hands towards your shin. Maybe you grab the shin with one hand. Maybe you grab it with both hands. Whatever you're going for today, take a moment. And exhale, plant those hands back down. And we're going to find our way back to a plank pose. If you want to, you can play along with a handstand. Very playful today, right? If you want to do a quick one, if you want to test out a few hops, you have a couple breaths here. And we will meet in downward facing dog. So come forward to plank. Maybe lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhaling to upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Let's take a strong breath in. Sigh it out, exhale. Inhale, stretch your right leg back long. Exhaling, bend the knee, open the hip. Digging heel towards butt. And then I want you to peek under that left arm. Maybe seeing the foot, maybe not. Wherever you're at, it's okay. Take a breath. And slowly turn that thigh bone down, back through center. Inhale, stretch your right leg back. Exhaling, pull the knee into your chest. Step lightly forward. Dig into your back ball of foot. Inhale, high lunge, fingertips reach. Let's pull those ribs in. Stretch your back leg up. And take a breath as you reach your fingertips towards the sky, pressing into both feet. Exhaling, draw hands through center. Bring left elbow to right thigh. And then press your palms together firmly to open that chest up to your right side. Take a strong breath here. Keep pressing into your back foot. And inhale up, back through center, high lunge. Exhaling, swivel that back foot flat. Inhale, Vira 2, fingertips reach. Now I want you to feel your inner thighs squeezing and pressing down into both feet, lunging into your front knee. Take a breath. Exhale, flip the front palm. Reverse your warrior, take it back. Deep inhale here. And exhale, pull it back up through center. Deep breath. Exhaling, straighten your front leg. Pull that right hip back. Bring fingertips to earth or shin. Inhale, left hand swings to the sky. Inhale here. Exhaling, soften your front knee. Squeeze your inner thighs to drag that back foot forward and up, half moon. Dig the heel, spread your toes, and inhale, left fingertips to sky. Deep breath here. And again, if you want to challenge yourself a little, maybe that right hand comes up to your heart. Take a breath. Exhaling, release. Turn the chest down. Bring left heel to sky, standing splits. Maybe one hand walks back and grabs the ankle. Maybe both hands walk back and grab the ankle. Wherever you're at, take a strong breath. And exhaling, release. Plant your palms. I'm going to skip my handstand for this one. Step back, plank pose. Come forward to your toes if you're going for chaturanga and lower halfway down, squeezing those elbows into your sides. Pull your heart forward and through, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Take a strong breath in. Sigh it out, exhale. And inhale, slowly rock yourself forward to a plank position and lower yourself all the way down to your belly. Let's bring our forearms a little bit forward so that we can plant them on the earth, shoulder distance apart. And then take your chest, pull it up, okay? So I want you to press into your forearms and then lift your chest up nice and high. Draw your shoulder blades down. So this is an active Sphinx pose, all right? I want you to actively be pressing your forearms down and then shooting that chest forward. Let's take a couple breaths here, just lightly pulling back with the shoulders. And on your next exhale, we're going to slowly start to tuck our chins. Roll your way up one vertebrae at a time, tucking your toes and coming all the way up to a forearm plank. So we're not going to a forearm plank with our butts lifted high. We are bringing those butts down to be level with your shoulders. Press the ground away and puff your shoulder blades up. And then lightly separate the shoulders apart, okay? Hug your belly in nice and tight. Rotate your tailbone back towards your heels. Let's take a couple breaths here, lightly gazing forward. So we're going to be here for 10 breaths. Don't overthink it. Don't worry, I got all the counting down. All right, let's go for 5 more breaths. Hug that belly in. And we're going to go for 3. You got this. Hold it steady. 2. And last one, 1. Slowly roll your way down. Drop your hips, drop your ribs, and inhale your chest up, untuck the toes. Take a strong breath here and let it out. All right, we're going to do that 2 more times. Slowly press into the earth. Tuck your chin. Start to roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time, tucking the toes, coming to a forearm plank. Press your forearms down, puff your shoulders up, and nope, don't bring your butt up. Draw it down. Wrap your tailbone back. Let's take a few breaths. We got 10. You got this. I lost my words there. Let's go for 4 more breaths. Let's go 3. Almost there. Hug your belly. 2. And 1. Slowly draw it down. Inhale, lift your chest. Let's take a couple breaths here. Slow yourself down again. Draw your awareness back in. And last one, let's roll ourselves up one vertebrae at a time, using that core, all that power to roll yourself up to a forearm plank. Press the ground away. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Don't stop before the race is over. And 3, 2, you got this, and 1. Crawl your toes towards your elbows, coming to a dolphin position. Lift your hips up nice and high, press the ground away, and open your shoulder blades up. Press those forearms down nice and firmly, and keep lifting your hip creases up, tucking your ribs in. Let's take a couple breaths. And if you have space for it, maybe lift your left leg up, stretching your toes back, coming to the ball of the right foot, lengthening. And exhale, bring that left foot down. Let's try right side, lift the heel up or lift the leg up, stretch it up. Coming to the ball of that left foot, let's stretch, stretch, stretch. And exhale, bring it down. Walk yourself back to a forearm plank. You can walk yourself up to a plank position and exhaling, downward facing dog. Let's take a breath here. Let it out. One more inhale. Drop your neck, exhale. And on your next breath in, rise to your tippy toes, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Whew, that's all I got in me. Inhale, lift halfway up, lengthen your heart forward. Exhaling, fold it in, release. Breathe in, stretch fingertips to sky, reach tall. Exhaling, pull hands through heart, grounding at your center here. Deep inhale, fingertips reach. Let's bring feet together. Exhaling, bend your knees, sit back, Utkatasana. So spiral those pinkies in, and like you're holding the whole earth in your palms, take them up and wide, separate the shoulders, and take a breath. Slowly start to lift your left leg up. You can bring your hands to your hips, cross your left ankle over your right thigh, and then sit back into that right hip. Keep pressing your left ankle down into your right thigh and shooting your sit bones back. Lurch your chest forward and keep pressing ankle to thigh. Keep rocking forward, bending at the hip creases. And if you have space for it, maybe take your fingertips, stretch them towards the earth, or if you have a block or two, maybe bring them to that. And then take a few breaths here in gentleman's pose or standing figure four, whatever you want to call it. Let's take one more breath. And exhale, slowly lifting up. Let's uncross the legs, plant the foot on the ground, and fold forward at the hip creases, Uttanasana. Grab opposite elbows. Stretch yourself towards the floor, hinging at the waist. Just kind of ragdoll it out. Drop your neck, release tension in your shoulders. Take a couple breaths. And slowly release. Inhaling, stretch fingertips to sky. Exhale, pull hands through heart. Let's go second side. Bring feet together. Deep inhale, fingertips to sky. Bend your knees, sit back, Utkatasana. Again, hug those inner thighs together, sitting back into your heels. Take one breath, look forward. And slowly lift that right leg up. Cross the right ankle over your left thigh. Sit back into that left heel. Lurch your heart forward, and then I want you to think sit bones to the back of the mat. Spread your right toes. Press the ankle down into that left thigh and dig the heel out. Again, if you have space for it, flutter those fingertips down. Maybe bring them to the earth and keep bending that left leg. Let's take a few breaths here. You got it. And exhale, release. Unwind the legs, plant the feet, and fold forward at the hip creases forward. Grab opposite elbows again. Let yourself just hang. Stretch down, soften the knees, take a few breaths. And exhaling, release. Plant your hands, step back, plank pose. Come forward to your tippy toes and lower halfway down, chaturanga. Inhaling, pull heart forward and through to upward facing dog. Press those palms down. Exhale, use your core to pull up and back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in down dog. Stretch your left leg back long. Exhaling, pull the knee to your right upper arm. So tap that upper tricep. And inhale, stretch back. So you're crossing over your body. Exhaling, pull the knee to the right upper arm, squeeze. You got 3 more of those. Inhale, stretch it back. Go nice and slow. Exhaling, pull the knee, right upper arm. You're doing great. Inhale, stretch it back, lengthen. Exhaling, pull knee to right upper arm. Last one here. Deep inhale, stretch it back. Exhaling, pull knee to right upper arm, squeeze. And deep inhale, stretch the leg back, long. Exhaling, step wide on your mat. Pivot your back heel flat. Breathe in, fingertips forward and up, warrior one. Take a strong breath here, lunging into that front knee. Deep breath, stretch your fingertips tall, and then try to square that pelvis with the top of your mat as much as available, right? Gently pull your left hip back and spiral your right hip forward or front of thigh forward. Take a breath. Exhaling, let's swing right arm on top of left. Wind the arms around for eagle arms or grab opposite shoulders. Take a breath here. Stretch your elbows forward, pressing them into each other. Feel your shoulders separating. Deep inhale. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Pull the hip back. Fold halfway forward. Keep gently drawing that left hip back and take a strong breath in. Exhale, soften the knee. Squeeze the inner thighs to drag your back foot forward and up, warrior 3. Take a breath here. Spread your toes, reach the heel back. Exhaling, release. Stretch that right heel to sky. Deep breath here, standing splits. Again, you can step back to plank and chaturanga, or if you want to, take a few tiny handstand hops. If you want to explore today, if you are doing those hops, I ask you to do it against a wall if you're not used to them. And then wash it away. A step back, plank pose. Come forward to your toes, lower halfway down. Pull your chest forward and through to up dog. Exhaling, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe it in. Let it out. Deep inhale, stretch right leg back long. Exhaling, pull the knee to your left upper arm, squeeze. Inhale through center, find length. Exhaling, draw the knee across, tap the arm. Inhale, reach back. Let's go 3 more times. Exhaling, pull the knee in. Inhale, reach it back. Expel that breath. Exhaling, like you're letting go of all the stress. Inhale, last one. Exhale, breathe. Inhaling, stretch that foot back, grow a long, long line of energy from fingertips to toes. Exhale, step wide on your mat. Pivot your back heel flat, dial the toes slightly forward, breathe in. Warrior 1, fingertips reach. Stretch your fingertips up, knit your ribs in, and then gently draw that right hip back. Keep lunging into the front knee. Exhaling, swing left arm over right. Wind the arms around for eagle arms. Press those elbows forward, take a breath, feel your shoulders separate. Exhaling, straighten your front leg. Draw your right hip back, fold halfway forward. Keep lurching your heart forward, gaze forward, take an inhale. Exhale, soften your front knee. Squeeze your inner thighs to drag that back foot forward and up. Warrior 3. Take a breath here. Keep that bind if you can. Exhaling, release. Fold forward, standing splits, heel to sky, lengthen. Take your time here. Again, you can go hops. Maybe you just do extra standing splits. Whatever you want to do, go for it. And I will meet you back in downward facing dog. This is your playtime. And exhale, take it back, release. Take a nice deep inhale. And sigh it out, exhale. Feel your shoulders soften once again. And let's see if we can draw whatever awareness that we came with today back into this space and finish this class nice and strong. Being as present as we possibly can be here, even in this virtual space. Let's take a breath in, rise to your tippy toes, gaze forward. Exhaling, come through all the way to your backs. We're going down. Plant your feet on the earth and let your arms drop along your sides. Let's take a breath in. And on your exhale, you want to create the action of flattening your spine all the way into the earth, okay? Let's take another breath in. On your exhale, flatten your spine even further. Press into your heels, squeeze your inner thighs, and slowly start to lift your hips and ribs up. So coming into bridge pose, if you have space for it, maybe walking your shoulders underneath you, clasping hands behind the back, whatever you got today. Let's take a few breaths here, feeling your hips rise towards the ceiling. Oh yeah, opening up. And slowly releasing, bringing the hips towards the earth. Let's sway the knees from side to side. So let's take another breath in. And again, exhale, flatten that spine towards the earth. We're going to do that one more time. Start to lift your hips and ribs up. If you have space, walk those shoulders underneath you. This time, you can either clasp hands behind your back and stay in bridge. If you'd like to go a little further, bring your hands beside your ears, fingertips facing your feet, elbows facing up towards the ceiling, and maybe you press yourself all the way up into that full wheel pose, Urdhva Dhanurasana. All right, squeeze those elbows towards each other if you're in the full wheel. Take a few breaths, send your chest towards the back of the mat. Let's take 2 more breaths wherever we're at today. And exhale, slowly lower head. Shoulders to the earth if you're in bridge. Lower your ribs, lower your hips, and then sway the knees. We're almost finished today. Cross your ankles. Start to rock yourself forward and back, powering your way all the way back up to tabletop pose, hands and knees. Let's do a couple cat-cows here. So deep breath in table, lift your heart, pull your shoulder blades back. Exhale, round up your spine, tuck your chin, push your shoulders up. Inhale, lift up, lift the gaze, drop the belly. Exhale, round. Let the breath out. Take your hands a big step forward. Curl the toes under, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. You can make this a nice, easy down dog. Trying to be soft with yourself. And give yourself a little space, right? This is your free yoga class for you. So take what you need. No one's watching. And inhale, left leg reaches to the sky. Exhale, draw the knee in. Take that ankle towards your right wrist and lay the shin down on the earth. Keep your hands on the floor and gently walk your right foot back as far as you can. Don't overdo it, okay? If you're super tight and you have a block or a pillow with you, I want you to shove it right underneath that left hip, okay? Otherwise, we're going to take a deep breath and lift our chests up. And on your exhale, fold over your hip creases, crawling your fingertips forward into pigeon pose. If you have space for it, come to your forearms, or maybe just completely surrendering, dropping forehead to the earth. Soften your shoulders. Release that last bit of tension and stress you may be carrying with you. Use your breath almost as a cleanser. Imagine each exhale just getting rid of the unnecessary crap. Releasing the heaviness. Take a couple more breaths here. Soften yourself closer to the earth. Being patient with the stretch. Your muscles need a little time to get that good stretch. Let's take one more breath here. And slowly walk your fingertips back. Prop your spine up. So you can stay here if you're someone who has a little more space. Bend your back knee, reach back with your right hand. Take a little quad stretch. Gently pulling that foot in towards you. If this is hurting in any way, please stop. It's not necessary. Nothing in yoga is mandatory, especially not in this class. Exhale, release. Plant your palms, step back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Let's go second side. Inhale, right leg extends. Exhale, pull the knee in, draw the right ankle towards your left wrist, and lay that shin down on the earth. Keep your hands planted and gently walk your left leg back. Take a breath, lift your heart, and on your exhale, crawl your way forward. Again, you can grab that block if you're super tight. Maybe you come a little closer to the earth and release once you're at your farthest point. Don't focus so much today on going further, right? Sometimes with yoga, we get so stuck on, I need to do this. I need to be more flexible. I can't do, we get that internal fight but we're not here to compete. And maybe your body just isn't ready for some things yet. So be kind to it. Speak kindly to it. And understand that some things just take time. And this is where you are today. So just be here. Let's take a couple more breaths. Soften your shoulder blades even more. Soften any tension that you're still carrying. Let it go. On your next inhale, slowly start to crawl your fingertips back, lifting your chest up. Again, you can bend that back knee. If you have space, reach back with your left hand for a bind. Gently draw that heel in towards you. Let's take one more breath. And exhale, release. Plant your palms. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhaling, rise to your toes, look forward. Exhale, come through all the way to your seats. And we're actually going to turn ourselves towards one edge of our seat. Take your feet nice and wide. Take a moment to scoop your flesh out from underneath your sit bones so you're grounded nice and firmly into your mat. And inhale your fingertips up over the head. Take a nice stretch. On your exhale, we're going to slide into the inside of our right thigh. So I'm opposite of you, okay? Sliding that right arm inside the thigh. And inhale the left arm over the head. We'll only be here for a moment. Stretch, stretch, stretch that left arm over the head. If you're someone who has a little more space, maybe try to reach for the outside of that right foot. And then turn your chest up and open towards the ceiling. Slowly release. Slowly bring yourself back up through center. Stretch your fingertips. Exhaling, slide left arm inside the thigh. Inhale, right arm over the head. Again, if you have space, maybe grab the outside of that left foot. Just gently turn your heart open towards the ceiling. Let's take a couple breaths. And slowly come back up through center. Stretch nice and tall. Exhaling, folding at the waist, forward. Drop your chest, soften the hips. If you need to, you can put a pillow under your hips if you're super tight. And then slowly just come all the way to dropping the neck. We're going to be here for 10 breaths or so, so I want you to really focus on relaxing. So if you're still holding tension anywhere, if you're still having a grip on something, learn how to release that grip. Just let yourself melt down into the posture. Unless it hurts, please stop if it hurts. And again, not worrying about how far you're stretching or how deep it is. Just being with yourself at the point that you are at right here. Let's take 3 more deep breaths. Soften yourself towards the earth even further if you can. On your next inhale, slowly lift your chest up. We're going to swing our feet towards the front of the mat. Do one last little leg stretch here. Scoop your flesh out from underneath your tailbone. Feet are straight forward. And fold over your hip creases forward. Again, you can sit on a pillow or something if you are a super tight person. Drop your neck. If you have a block and you're extra flexy, you can place it at the end of your feet and hold on to the block for a little more extension. Try to soften your shoulders. Be patient with the stretch. A lot of times we're in these stretches and we're like, when will it end? It takes your muscles time to stretch out, right? We can't just stretch for a breath and expect anything to happen. We have to be patient. We have to calm. We have to relax. We have to release. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Drop your neck if you haven't. And slowly lift yourself back up. And nice and easy, lay all the way down onto your backs. Let's do one last little twist today since we didn't get too many twists in. Pull your knees into your chest and just let them fall off to your left side. If you need to adjust your hips a little bit, do so. And grab the outer side of your right thigh and open your right arm up, gazing off the right fingertips. And slowly pull it back through center. You can take your hips off towards your left side a little bit. I know that adjustment's always nice. Pull your knees in and let them fall off to your right side. Holding onto the left outer thigh if you would like, and then stretching that left arm out, maybe gazing off the fingertips. Slowly pulling back through center. Stretch one foot out. Stretch both feet out. Relax your arms along your sides. Let's take one big breath in. Side out, exhale. Relax your feet, your legs, your chest, your shoulders, your face. Just enjoy 1 minute of Shavasana. Start to bring a little movement to your hands, to your feet. Deepening your breath again. Maybe even fluttering the eyes open. Draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself one last warm squeeze. Show gratitude for your body, for everything it does, everything it did today. And lightly rock off to your left side. Maybe using your left hand as a pillow. When you're ready, slowly pressing yourself up, coming all the way to meet me in a seat. Bring your palms together, plug your thumbs right at your sternum. Close your eyes, drop your shoulders, and let's take one last collective breath in through the nose. And gently let it out. Thank you for showing up today, for sharing this practice and this space with me. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I hope to see you back here. Namaste. All right, you all. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this flow. Please, please, please like and subscribe if you do enjoy my videos. It helps me out so much, just that little support. Other than that, I hope to see you back again. Stay tuned, and I will see you for the next video.